It's 10 o'clock. Now, Fox 35 News you need to know.
And with the temperatures taking a dramatic dive tonight, that means your heater and fireplaces are working overtime. Fox 35's Daryl Nail with more on how you can protect your home and still keep it warm during the big chill.
There are three major areas in a home that you really need to consider before it gets really cold tonight. And we're here with Scott McCurdy from Coastal Reconstruction. You've seen your share of disasters that result from people trying to fire up their heaters and their fireplaces for the first time. What should they look for in terms of getting a fireplace ready?
Well, one of the big things in Florida is that we're not used to having our fireplaces going because we don't get cold weather like this very often. So what you want to really do is make sure this fire is burning right now, but up inside here is this handle that opens the flue. And once we get this flue open, we want to make sure that that is open so that all of the heat can escape. And then at the same time, if you haven't used your fireplace in a very long period of time, you want to make positive that you've had some chimney company come out and check your fireplace, because what you can get is bird nests built inside this fireplace or tree limbs that have fallen down into it and then could potentially cause a hazard that might fall back down in here and cause a fire.
At this late hour, many people may be using space heaters. You've seen more than your fair share of disasters related to those, right?
Yes, space heaters cause probably more damage than even these units right here, because people put those space heaters real close to them because there's no other heat source in the house, and then they fall asleep, and then whatever they've got covered up around them, or they get up and knock it over in the middle of the night. There's been so much damage caused by space heaters.
The third area of concern is the piping and the plumbing inside the house. Scott, what can you do to protect your pipes?
Well, if you have copper piping, you're probably more susceptible than if you have plastic piping. And if you don't have protectors on the outside of your hose bibs, which they make, insulated protectors, and if you do not have that, then the best thing to do is to disconnect your garden hoses from all your pipes and then come down and do the drip method. In other words, you want just to allow the water to just flow ever so slightly all through the course of the night, because that water flow will help, especially as long as we don't freeze any more than maybe 4 to 6 hours.
If the temperature is above freezing when you wake up in the morning, go ahead and come out and, of course, shut that spigot off. Also, close your flue in your fireplace to make sure that no cold air is getting in, and hopefully have a safe night tonight. In Orlando, Daryl Nail, Fox 35 News.